my back, but they don't, unfortunately. And now you're realizing that. And maybe that was some kind of a quiet, before I pull this, I think what I'm hearing is that you thought they had your back, and then you had talked about leaving and they were okay with it, but didn't think you were going to do it. And when you did it, or when they let you go, or you didn't think they were going to do it, and you were surprised by their actions. I'm hearing something. My cat's running around, by the way. Yeah, about your stability, your victory, your stability. 4 is a beautiful number. Whoever this is did not want you to have stability. Mentally stability is what I heard. Mental stability. They didn't want you to be mentally stable, because if you were, they were telling people you weren't. And you're making moves like somebody that wouldn't make, that was just mentally unstable. So when you tell somebody that somebody is unstable and they're not, what does that make you? A liar? Maybe you're the one that's mentally projection hits back. So maybe they felt once the truth comes out, people are going to see them as the unstable one, and they can't have that. Their ego is too big for that anymore. And this person that's suffering in silence, they didn't want you stable, whoever this is. They don't like the fact that you're making moves. Maybe they're unstable. Maybe that's what you saw. It's like, holy shit, you're unstable. Who doesn't want someone to do well unless they hate you in some way? And then you don't need people like that around you, right? 20 minutes. All right, let's move along. One more, and then we'll pull the Wizard of Oz. I heard one more. Okay. All right. Here we go. Take that. Yes. Need it once. Yeah. Jealousy. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah, they're jealous. Thank you. I heard. Listen. About your Ace of Cups. Take them all in the upright. All right. This is a story, and I'm going to tell you what about this. This person did not want you. The person that's suffering in silence didn't want you stable. That's their biggest fear, is that if you could do it on your own and you don't need them, that makes everything they've said null and void. My cats, that's a confirmation, okay? 8 of Wands, you're making moves, you're moving quickly, but I also take this as the jealousy card. That's personal to me, whether it means it or not. Somewhere along the line, I picked this up in my 25 years of doing tarot. I may not mean that for anybody else, but it does for me. So when I said who's suffering in silence, this person is jealous of you, how you can do it by yourself. So whether it means it or not, I'm taking it that way, because that's what it is when I ask about who's suffering in silence, about your movement, and they're jealous about your movement and your stability. They're stuck. 8 of Swords. They want you stuck. Once again, someone trying to keep you stuck. Here it is. Someone's trying, this is what I downloaded before I started. Someone's trying to keep you stuck because they're jealous of you and your High Priestess abilities. Too bad, bro. Sorry to tell you, God gave me these gifts. If you want these gifts, you have the ability, if you were to sit down and listen and do all the work like I already did. And you did. Because you got a new cup of love coming in. You went from the 2 of Cups to the 1 of Cups. So it means you loved yourself. You decided to move on.